All right, everyone, welcome to this Vizions digital tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to cover CMS within Wix, how to set it up and how to create, a bunch of these pages. So as you can see here, this is for our own website. We have all these pages set up for the different types of businesses we serve. And so we created this. And as you can see on our website, if you go, let's say, to industries, so there's a section called industries, all of these are different pages. So all of these are a page made for all these different events, and we're able to create these relatively quickly by using the Wix CMS. So basically, we automated this whole thing, created all these titles with ChatGPT, modified them for every single page. And what that allowed us to do was to get different pages with different content for every single one of these, increasing our conversion rates, increasing our SEO also appearance. So that's pretty much the reason why. If ever you want to download our trainings, we have 12 trainings going over how to optimize a service business online. And one of these trainings goes over this specific SEO strategy called programmatic SEO. If ever you want to cover that, it's going to be in the description below, the downloadable link. So it's going to be free. So if you want to download those 12 trainings, you're more than free to do so. So I'm just going to show you on our website what it looks like a little bit more in depth. So let's say here we have the industries list. If I actually go to the Wix, this is the business types. So let me just go back to the main page here. I'll go to our footer. So we have the businesses we serve. So if you were to click here on our website, which by the way, you can check us out also, visionsdigital.com. It's going to be linked below in the description. You can check out our services also if you're really interested in hiring us out to do your website. But basically, this is what it would look like. So these are the list. This is the list of all the businesses we serve, all the business types we serve. We created this mostly with AI. And what you do is that every single one of these pages, so let's say if I open this one and open this one and open this one, what that's going to do is that I have a page for dental clinic web design, chiropractic web design, and optometry web design. So if I go here on this page and open this up, we have increased sales with a high converting dental clinic website. Then here, if I go to this one, taking a little time to load. Maybe it's because I'm doing the video. So increased sales with a high converting chiropractic website, and then so on and so forth. Increased sales with a high converting optometry website. So some of the information is the same. As you can see, even these pop-ups are the same. But as you can see here, the 30-day money-back guarantee section is the same on both. The title, the header, everything is the same. The only difference in this section is this here. So the title and the description are different. The buttons are the same. The feel, the look, the feel of the website is the same. Just the information that's changed up. We also changed the images. So let's say, as you can see here, dental clinic web design. And then here we have chiropractic web design. And then we have optometry web design. So basically, we created a bunch of different variations of the same page. So this is the same page, but multiplied and variated for the different types of services we offer. So you can get creative with these. In our case, we're using, with Wix, we did 300 business type pages. And then if I go back to CMS, you can see here, we have 30 Canadian locations pages. So location, one page for every single location in Canada. We also serve businesses outside of Canada, but just for SEO purposes, we want to set up these first. Then we have industries, and then this test one that we're going to go over and how to set this up. So let me first start with setting it up from the get-go. So you would be here on your website on the editor. You would first go to add a page. Here you would create a normal page. You could also start with a dynamic one, but I find it just a little bit more clumsy to work around. So I would just create a normal page first and then convert it to a dynamic page. So in this case, I'm going to just duplicate our homepage. It's just going to make it easier for us to, because this homepage is already all done. So I'm just going to show you how to dynamically engage it. So let me just pause this video. It's going to take a little time to load. All right, so now it's created. So I have it here called duplicate SEO page. So this is a duplicate copy, an exact copy of the homepage. And what you would do here is you would go to these three buttons there, and then you would press convert to dynamic page. What that's going to do, well, it's going to create you the CMS like I showed you before. This whole content is going to start creating that for you. So you would go convert to dynamic page. And what Wix is going to do, after you press start now, and then you would create here, just FYI, you create new collections. We're going to call it test SEO collection. There you go. And then it's going to map out the contents, because it's going to map out your whole website. As you see here, now we have all the information. So text 1, this is the title we have. Text 2 is the description. Text 3 is this text here. So we have every single aspect of our website is now mapped off. basically every single modifiable aspect of the website is now mapped off within this CMS. So what does that mean? Well, now all these elements, we can modify these. And when we connect all the elements below, so when we press this button, all these elements are going to be modifiable within the CMS. So within the basic Excel sheet. And now with AI and ChatGPT especially, you could create Excel sheets. You can ask ChatGPT, you give him every single variable, you tell them every single thing you want to modify, and they could create you a whole Excel sheet that you could just copy paste within Wix. We're going to cover that later, but just to give you an example. So now I'm just going to clean this up. So first thing you would want to do is you want to title everything. So if you're looking to modify certain aspects and others not, so let's say here, let me just start with titling this. So this is the main title. So as you can see, when I hover this, it hovers over this title here. So this, we're going to call this main title, just to keep track internally. So main title here, save. Then here we have the description. As you can see, this one pops up. So here we're going to have main description. And then here we have the guarantee. So 30-day money back guarantee. We have it written there. We go here. Let's just call it 30-day guarantee and so on. So this part I wanted to change, the title. I want the description to change, but I do not want this 30-day money back guarantee to change. So I'll give you the example on our website. So if I go back to the top, the 30-day money back guarantee is here. The title is here. The description is here. The title and descriptions change, but the 30-day money back guarantee doesn't. You see? So what does that do? Well, it just makes it, for our case, we're doing the same offer, whether you're a chiropractic business, whether you're a dental clinic or whatever business you are, this is the offer we have. So this is going to be a non-editable variable. So what you have to do here is whatever you don't want to change, that you want it to be constant within all the pages, you just check this off. So in this case, we're going to check off everything else. So I'm just going to clean this up and then I'm going to show you guys right after. It's going to take a little bit of time. So let me just pause this video. All right, so I just cleaned everything up. So as you can see here, all the information, all these texts, we're not going to be modifying them. The only thing we're going to modify also is going to be, actually it's going to be this here. So this image, because I want to show you how to modify these images, because as you can see on our website, if you go here, you have this image that's different than that image. So basically, I want to show you how you could do that. So basically, within the dynamic pages, what you could control within the CMS is the text and the images. So that's basically what you could control. I could not find a way to modify the buttons. There's probably ways to do so. You could modify the links. I know you can modify the links within these buttons, but in this video, we're not going to cover this. We're just going to cover how to set up these basic ones here. So let's get back to the editor here. Now that you've done this, so let's say you clean this up, you've decided which ones you want to modify, which ones you don't, then you would go back to the bottom here and you would do connect elements. Now what it's going to do is going to create you the dynamic page. So it's going to create you the CMS collection within Wix. So let's just pause the video while it's loading. All right, so now that it's downloaded, as you can see here, we have the title. So this title is not relative to the actual page itself. It's just an internal note. This is actually the title page. So if I were to show you back, I'm going to show you later, but this is what we called our page. We called our page duplicate SEO page. So internally within Wix, within this little section that would pop up, you would have this title here. Then we have our main title, the main description, the image here that we call the 30-day roadmap. And then we have this test SEO duplicate collection here. This is basically going to be the URL for your page. So as you can see here, it's going to be called, test SEO collection / duplicate SEO page. So that's going to be the URL. So you can change this as well. Basically, now what you want to do is if you want to create, we're gonna create 3 pages just to give you an example, an easy example. So you would go here, you create all these pages. You could do it 2 ways. First of all, would be manually. So you would type here and you would just say, let's call this web design Canada. Then here we're gonna call it web design US. And then here we'll say web design UK. And then title here, title 1, title 2, title 3, and then you can modify the description as well. So description 1, description 2, description 3. Then after that, you could also add the images. So it's in 30-day roadmap, we have this initial image. Here you could add other images here. So you could choose from your Wix files. So you would go here, And then you have, let's say, we're just going to choose this just to show you some variations. Add image here. We'd add this image here. Just going to add some random ones just for this example. And then you would add another one there. So there you would have it. You would have these three. Now with this set, you would have these 4 pages. So basically you just duplicated this page, created this with the variation of the title, the main description, and the image. So that now you have 4 different pages with these 4 different types of information, and the rest would be the same. Now, what I want to do here is show some little advanced. So this is the basics of how to set this up. So if I were to now check this out, I could even press open to try to see the page. Actually, this is what's going to have all the information there. But let me show you what this looks like, and then I'm going to go into the advanced features you could set up. So now if I close this, and then let me just, there you go. So let's just do this. Now you see we have the first page, which is our main page here. I'll just close all this. This is our main page here, duplicate SEO page. Then you could go here, website design Canada. So it's going to take a little time to load. Title 1, description 1, and then the image. As you're going to see, we have to scroll a little lower. We have this random image that we put. Okay. Then we have page 2. It's taking a little time to load. Page 2, we have it here. Title, actually, we chose page 3, but whatever. Title 3, description 3, as you can see, and then website design US. You just switch the order up, but title 2, description 2, and then you would have it back down here. The image is going to be different as well. Take a little time to load again. And there you go. So we have, and these are the 12 trainings I'm talking about. So if everyone download those, we're going to be linked in the description below. And I believe it's on our front-end SEO. This is the French version, but the English version is going to be linked below. We have the front-end SEO training there. It's going to talk about how to set these up more in a theoretical sense. So that's how you would basically do it. So this is how easy it could be. And then let's just talk now about the advanced features of this setup. So let's say you go back to your pages. So you go to duplicate, you go manage pages, you would go here, and then you could manage the items. Basically, this is going to allow you to manage your CMS. But let me show you what we have set up for our other, for our actual website. So if I go to CMS here, and I go to my business types locations, which we have 300 items. So obviously these we can't, well, you can do it manually, but it takes way too long. So as you can see here, we have it different for every single one of these. What I would recommend is you could go to ChatGPT. You could ask it to, let's say you say, I want a page for every single type of service business. So in our case, dental clinic, chiropractic, optometry, whatever. And I want this thing to end with web design. So dental clinic, web design, chiropractic, web design. So ChatGPT could generate you 300, in our case with 300, generate all these 300 in a line format, like one after the other, and you could just copy paste it and paste it within the CMS. So you don't even have to you don't even have to write them manually or download the CSV or do all that, because you could also do this, by the way. You could export it into a CSV, have a CSV file, which is like an Excel sheet or maybe even a Google Sheet, and you could add the information within that. But you could also add it within here. So let me do this on ChatGPT. I'm going to copy and paste a little message, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So as you can see here, this is just Google Sheets. You would, let's say for the title, you would create 10 different titles with ChatGPT. You would copy paste them here, or you could even possibly copy paste them directly just to show you here. And then you could add an item. You would press this like this. Actually, I have to remove this. Like that. You wouldn't press it within it. You would just press it on top. So if I go here, just like that, and there you go. So now you have 10 pages, 10 extra pages created there. Then you would, let's say, add the titles. You could just do this, and then there you go. You would have the titles different for every single one. If you want to create a description, same things. I'm just going to copy and paste it just to show you the example. And then the images, I don't know of a way to copy and paste the images directly, so you're going to have to do this manually for now. But in any case, the rest is so easy to do that this doesn't take that much time. And then in terms of the title and as you can see here, this URL is going to choose the title. So if your title is FAQ, then it's going to be whatever, www something, your domain slash the category slash your FAQ. So this title, same thing for your blog. As you can see, blog, why us, contact us, blah, blah, blah. So you could create these. You could create as many as you want. You could create thousands. You could create tens of thousands. I don't know if there's any limit. Maybe there's a limit within Wix. They're going to block you at one point, but or else you'll be good. Let me just show you first before we go, because that's pretty much the end of this training. But this tutorial, let me go to the one that we created here. So as you can see here, we have a title, we have a main title, main description, secondary title, tertiary description. Then we have these pages like I talked about. So these are the connected, this is the URL connected to our title. Then we also created one for title tags and meta descriptions. So why did we do this? Well, the reason we want to do this is that for SEO, you want to have a different title tag and a different meta description for every single one of your pages. So what you could do is you could create these extra here. So let me go back, and you could also create a URL version, but you could also just use the ones that they're going to create for you. But in any case, title and meta description. So let me just go back. Let's go back to test SEO collections. You go here and you could add field. You would say text, just field type, and then you would say title tag. Which, by the way, here, if you check all these fields out, I'm not going to go over them, but you could set up all these different variations within your dynamic pages, and then you could connect them after. So if ever you're looking to do that. So then we're just going to go back to text here, and then we're going to say here meta description. And you'll go like this. And then let's say I'm just going to call it title 1, just to see something, title 2, then meta 1. Meta 2. Obviously, you want to optimize these for SEO. This is just for this example. Now that you have done this, let's say you would have all these set up and all these meta descriptions set up. You would go now back to your this collection here. You will go to the 3 points here, and then you go to SEO. When you get to SEO, they're going to ask you here your URL slug structure. This is basically what I was showing you before. It's going to be the title. They're going to choose this title. So that's fine. Now, if you want to set up the advanced SEO, so you want to set up the title tags for your page, you go to SEO, you go to SEO settings. Just wait until it loads here. Taking a little time. So you have all these stuff that you could do. So you could do basic and social share. You could do structured data markup, robots, meta tag, additional meta tags. We have trainings within those 12 trainings I was talking about before. The link to the description. You could download those and also learn about how to set these up. But just in terms here, as you could see, we have the title tag. What they're going to use, what Wix is going to use, they're going to use the primary field, which I don't even know which one they're referring to, and they're going to use the name of your website that you mentioned. What you want to do is you want to remove these. Let's remove this. There you go. And you want to add a variable. And the variable you want to use is the one that you created. So you created title tag. So you have here, you have main title, main description, 30-day roadmap. This is the image here. So main title, main description, 30-day roadmap. And we created a page called title tag. We created a section, called title tag, and a section called meta description. So basically you would just enter this title tag, remove these again. Sometimes they pop up, I don't know why. There you go. And then meta description, same thing. You will go back here and you will have your meta description. So that's what that's going to do, is that now instead of having the generated one from Wix, which is not going to be as SEO optimized as hopefully you could get it, now you're going to have your own that's going to be optimized with the content that you want, with the information that you want, and the meta description that you want as well. So there's just a little advanced feature. You could do this also for your social share description here. So you could keep here, actually they used it. So title tag, meta description is fine. OG title, all that type of stuff here. So that's pretty much it for this little training. If ever you guys, if ever you have questions, if you want to ask them in the comment section, I'll try to answer them all. If you want to download our trainings, once again, they're linked in the description below. And if you want to access our website and see the types of services that we offer, you can check that out as well. I believe also I'm going to have some affiliate links if ever you want to use those for the types of services and software. So maybe if you want to use Wix, you don't know how to use Wix, or you don't have an account yet, you can use that link and get your Wix website going. So that's pretty much it for this training. Hope you enjoyed, and that's it. Actually, just one last thing. If you're on your dashboard, you go to website content, you go to CMS, and that's where you're going to access them all. And so that's it. So that's pretty much it. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.